Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm the Geek. You are watching Kevin the Geek, and it has been a long time since I did my final full episode of Outnumbered, which was back in, what, about November of 2024. Well, of course, we did have a Christmas special, and then obviously last week we did the Series 2 comic relief special. And all being well, I should hopefully have all, if not most, of the Series 3 videos recorded by the time this first video goes live on YouTube, in which you should be able to see them over on Patreon. If they're not all up, it's, well, I'm recording them the Monday and they're coming out on the Friday. So obviously, providing I get enough time to edit them together and put them all together, then we'll all be fine. But this is Series 3, Episode 1, The Family Outing.
29! Ben, stop playing Spot the Chav and sit down.
Spot the Chav.
I'm telling you again.
So the flag wasn't flying over Buckingham Palace, so the Queen's not there.
That's right.
So the Queen's out wearing hats and shaking hands with people.
Yes.
The Queen's boring. The olden day kings and queens were much better. I mean, like, Mary burned and killed 500 people, which was why she was nicknamed Bloody Mary, but she should have been nicknamed something a bit like Ashy Mary or Flamey Mary or...
Is that true?
Bloody Flamey Mary.
Ben,
Number 30!
Ben, can you stop embarrassing me? Sit down.
Thank you for giving me such wonderful grandchildren.
Well,
I'm so proud Karen is top in her class.
I don't think the school do class positions, actually, Sandra.
She had that badge, first in class.
Yeah.
Oh, is this? I was trying to work out whose mum it was, whether it was Pete's or Sue's. I'm guessing it's Pete's mum.
Yeah, she made that. We had to get her to take it off because it was causing a bit of friction with the other kids and the teachers and the parents. Everyone, actually.
32!
And Ben's so bright as well. And
Well-
I love his attitude. He just throws himself into everything.
True.
Including septic tanks.
Sorry?
Oh, it's a long story. He did it for a bet. Won a conquer.
The French had some great kings, like the one who thought he was made of glass.
Which one was that?
King Charles the Mad. Why can't we have somebody like that, Dad?
Well, we might have soon.
And there was also King George III. He was cool. He talked to trees. Why can't we have somebody
Well, we
like that?
definitely have one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your problem, Jake?
It's flipping one out of battery, the stupid phone.
Oh, yeah, it's so stupid it forgot to plug itself in and recharge itself. Why do you need a phone?
So I can talk to people who aren't sarcastic.
What's this trip got to do with World War II? This day out is supposed to be researching my World War II project.
Well, not entirely.
How am I
Wouldn't it be
going
a
to
nice
win
family-
if we don't go out anywhere World War II-ish?
This is so nice chatting with you like this. You're more like a sister than a daughter-in-law. You're my best mate. Thanks.
That's not weird at all.
Listen, Sue, I'd like you to have this. I had some national savings certificates and stuff, so...
£3,000? No,
You
Sandra.
can use it to help get Ben and Karen into a good state secondary.
What, do you mean for tuition?
No, you know, as a donation.
Oh.
Well, isn't that how things work?
No, you have to pretend to be religious or lie about where you live.
Oh, and which are you going to do?
Neither. Well, we did think about the religion, but...
Well, Peter was wrong. The rain's held off.
I said,
You were
Brenda,
saying-
you should be as lucky as me. I've got the best daughter-in-law in the world. Oh, look.
What can the Queen do? Can she tell her army to attack people?
No.
Could she burn Protestants?
No. She's a Protestant.
Can she say who's on the Royal Variety Show?
No.
Well, then that's unfair. What's the point of being Queen if you can't boss anybody about?
What would happen if the Queen and the Prime Minister had a fight?
Well, constitutionally,
No. If there was an actual fight between the Queen and the Prime Minister, I mean, she might be old, but she might be able to stick her finger
Who was it this
in
time?
his only eye.
Well, I don't think Gordon
In
Brown...
some pictures,
Oh, Gordon Brown. Okay. Gordon Brown against the Queen. My money's on the Queen. Definitely. Against Gordon Brown. Hell yeah.
it looks like Gordon Brown's got two eyes. Do they paint the other one on?
I think if she's Queen, she should be able to chop people's heads
The Queen can't just kill people.
She killed Diana.
No, she didn't.
Oh!
Well, her husband did.
He didn't.
Oh!
You've been watching Channel 5 again.
Oh! Oh!
It's easing off. Let's get off here.
This isn't Trafalgar Square.
No, but it's close enough.
Karen,
Not too far.
don't run off. What's this? A prime minister.
So your phone's dead. Why can't you just enjoy what we're doing?
Because it's a teenager.
It's an amazing place where all these amazing events have happened.
They have happened. Not happening now, are they? History. The study of stuff that's not happening anymore. You spend your life teaching it.
Listen, Sandra, it's such a lot of money. I'm going to have to discuss it with Pete.
Are you absolutely sure that Ian's okay with you giving it to us?
Oh, you have talked to Ian about it, haven't you?
No, we haven't talked about it. We never really talk about anything, to tell you the truth. To be honest, the marriage is dead. I suppose I should divorce him, really, but I can't face the paperwork.
47!
Ben! Your granny is tweeting us to this day out, so don't spoil it for everyone.
Pete, I specifically asked you not to leave me alone with your mother.
Well, you're such a good listener.
Who's going to be the worst to be with? Is it going to be worse being with Karen and Ben? Or is it worse being with the mother-in-law? I mean, I'd probably rather go with the mother-in-law.
Yeah, well, you need to talk to her because she wants to give us a check.
Come on, you've lost Ben already.
Karen,
Feeding the pigeons?
die!
Or the
Die, Aslan,
stone lion?
die!
Ah, Aslan!
The lion is eating me, help!
Can you tell me, please, what any of this has to do with World War II and my project?
Yeah, I said it would take in elements
We
of
haven't
World
been
War.
taking in any elements of World War
Well, Trafalgar Square was very important in World War II, Karen. When the war was over, a lot of people came here to celebrate. And they had a big party and everyone got drunk.
Those ones over there still haven't gone home.
Sorry?
Those drugs over there. It was a...
I got it.
Never mind. Hey, is your sleeve wet? Have you been taking money out of the fountain?
Yes, do you want me to get you some?
Yeah.
I do. People do it
You
in
can't take money that people have put in the fountain because it's not your money.
I know, but
That's
it's
the
not
point.
theirs anymore. Now it's the fountain's, and the fountain can't do anything if I take
Oh,
it.
those people put money
They're
in
idiots. You're allowed to take money from idiots.
Well, they put money in the fountain because they were making a wish.
A wish? Yeah, a wish. But why would you throw money in some water to make a wish?
Well, I don't know.
Look, Mummy, I used to believe in all wishes and all this nonsense, but then my wish about Ben and the hyenas didn't come true.
You cannot take that dead pigeon home with you.
But it'll be a cool experiment. I'll see which bits decompose first.
Yes, you've already done that experiment.
The quick interesting fact with the wishes, the well or the pond or whatever it's called that's in Rome. Apparently they like empty it out every couple of months and take all the money, they donate it to charity. They estimate somewhere between 2 and 5 million euros every single year is literally thrown into these fountains. So nice little earner for the charities, I guess.
With the dead crow that your mum found in your sock drawer.
The feathers lasted longer than the feet.
And indeed longer than the drawer, which we had to burn.
Well, if people keep putting money in, then
Yeah.
it can build up.
Yeah.
Then all the water can flow out.
That's
then
why you
it can
empty
go
it.
down into the underground.
Well, that's not going to
And
happen.
then all the trains won't be able to go anymore because they would just slide off.
Karen.
That would be the end of all London. And I'm preventing all that from happening.
I love children's logic.
Ben, come on. Group shot. Come on, guys.
Look at mine. Where's my shotgun?
Right, line up.
Still, Mum looks like she's having a good time, though.
She's just told me her marriage is dead.
Dead?
Yeah, she said that she and your dad don't talk anymore and that the marriage is dead.
Oh, right.
It's awful, isn't it?
Well, I knew that her and Dad hadn't connected for a while, but I
She
didn't...
must be feeling miserable. You need to talk to her.
Me? No, I don't think I should. I mean, I can't talk to her about personal things. She's my mum.
So, when I say now, could you raise your hat, please? No, I haven't said now. I haven't said now. Wait.
You're going to have a conversation with her anyway.
Why?
She wants to give us a cheque for £3,000.
£3,000.
Dad! I'm right, aren't I, Dad? There are 4 lions around Nelson's column because Nelson had 4 lions on his ship, and that's why he won the War of Trafalgar.
No,
Yeah, that's the
I
reason.
think Nelson's chances of winning the Battle of Trafalgar would have been significantly reduced had there been lions charging around the deck of HMS Victory.
No, because, like, instead of having cannonballs in the cannons, you could have, like, big circus cannons.
Circus cannon.
Put lions in them, and then you could fire them onto the other ship.
So if-
And then the lions would eat everybody, and they'd, like, rip through the floorboards, and they'd rip the captain to shreds, and then end up steering the boat
The
themselves.
lions would drive
And then you'd
the
have to
ship.
buy another 4 lions from Africa, and these were the surviving ones.
The bronze ones. I think the lions would have been slightly more cross than the people who fired them out of the cannon.
No, because they wouldn't be able to reach them, would they? They'd be on the other ship.
That's why you ask for the money before you move.
Lions or what?
No, the lions represent England.
What? Lions aren't English animals.
How many times have you seen a big
lion?
lion sitting in a Yorkshire field?
Nelson stand for English animals like a frog or a badger or a cow.
They're not very heroic, though, are
Or
they?
you could have, like, a big lion and then it's eating half a cow.
Why?
'Cause, like, the lions are cool, but then it has to be English.
Yeah, but-
you got to make it realistic.
Right.
Wait, maybe you could have a chicken
Okay.
being eaten by a Tasmanian devil.
So a chicken is
Tasmanian
trying to
devil.
escape from a Tasmanian devil to signify the glory of the Battle of Trafalgar.
There could be one Tasmanian devil wearing a little admiral hat just to show it was Nelson.
So you got a
Sorry, I just want to
statue
go back. And it looked like Sue broke character there,
from
though.
a Tasmanian devil
Yeah.
to signify the glory of
Yeah,
the
she's
Battle
trying
of
so hard not
There
to
could
laugh.
be one Tasmanian devil wearing a little admiral hat just to show it was Nelson.
So you got a statue of a Tasmanian devil in an admiral's hat eating a chicken. Well, that's the problem of the 4th plinth solved.
OK, better shift. The mime's turning nasty. Have you tried talking to me in a
The talking stopped sometime around 1993, I'm afraid. And once the talking stops, everything goes quiet in the bedroom department. Not that Ian was ever James Bond between the
You
sheets.
have
but
to
it-
talk to
Lovely.
kids about it. You know, sharing can help sometimes.
What about the
No.
lack of sex?
Sharing just makes more people miserable.
And down there, behind the big security gate and the barriers, that's where our Prime Minister cowers in number 10.
If number 1's a wee and number 2's a poo, I would hate to be anywhere near a number 10.
Well, maybe it's 5 number 2s.
Brings a whole new meaning to the Prime Ministers in number 10.
It's just brilliant, isn't it? We're sat here laughing about poos and wees on our way to somewhere where nothing's happening anymore.
Yep.
Look, just change the record.
Dad, no one has records anymore, you stupid idiot.
Don't call me an idiot, Jake. I hate days out. The museums do your feet in and the kids do your head in.
Kneel before me, puny mortals.
The page you want is always missing.
No, Gallery, she's turning this into a bloody route march.
So that was modern art.
Yes, darling.
It was rubbish.
Yes, it is.
There was bits of carpet stuck to the walls. There's just some paintings.
It's quite interesting.
A globe in a fridge.
Well, something like that means look at what we're doing.
Globe in a fridge.
No, but it's quite a clear
Oh, it's a global warming
representation of
thing, isn't it?
global warming.
But they've got a light on in that globe, which is actually making it worse, isn't it?
Only in the globe, because the fridge isn't
It
on.
doesn't even look.
Well, I agree with you, Karen. It's not proper art. Not like the pictures we saw in the National Gallery.
Well, the National Gallery was rubbish too.
What about the lovely Van Goghs?
It was all wiggly, and you should have gone over it. Stars all wiggly and bouncy. It's like he was crazy or something. And it had nothing to do with World War II.
She wasn't impressed with any of it. Turner, too blurry. Monet, too spotty. Rubens, too many fat girls. Rembrandt, not enough cats.
This print is ridiculously small.
So what are we supposed to spend this 3,000 on?
I don't know. Originally, it was a donation to get Karen and Ben into a good school.
A bribe?
Well, Jennifer's mum made a large donation to the new church hall.
But she didn't get Jennifer into the church school, did she?
No, she did. That's why there was that big fight between her and the real Christian mums at pick-up time.
Oh.
God, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, never mess with a
His
Christian
mates
mum.
standing in a big circle chanting bitch fight.
Help with the kids' education.
I don't know, but you have to ask her. Ben! Oh.
Oh, hello. Is it working again? No. And why are you texting? You're hitting the keypad like you're texting.
Yeah, I'm sending the text that I would be sending. My dad hadn't made me come somewhere where I can't recharge my phone.
Or you would just recharge your phone in the first place.
To mobile phones.
Do you think maybe you've got an addiction to being a prat?
Hey, cut it out.
Get off my case then.
You shouldn't say prat, Jay.
Yeah!
I'm not on your case.
It's a bad word, like tosser.
Yeah!
All right, Karen.
Yeah, but you are on my case.
Or pellock.
Yeah.
Or twanny.
Look, okay, Karen.
Twanny.
Okay, Karen, that's not that helpful. Look, Jake, if
Look,
you're...
it's not my fault you're in a bad mood, okay?
I'm not in a bad mood.
Yes, you are. You're always in a crappy mood when Gran's around.
Oh, Jake, you crossed the line there, mate.
That's the House of Commons where the government makes the law.
So,
And which was bombed in World War II, Karen.
There you
how do
go.
they decide which laws to make?
Well, they read the Daily Mail and do what it says.
How do they decide who's Prime Minister?
Well, there's an election and everyone votes to decide.
So, is there like lots of people, and then they say the lines are now open, and then they will say, oh, I've had a terrible life, and my family's died.
It doesn't work entirely
And
like
then
that.
you
But
vote
basically,
off
yeah.
all the annoying ones until there's just one left.
Yeah.
And then they go, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, I'm so happy I'm Prime Minister now, and starts crying.
I mean,
So there's just one left.
basically, yeah. In a nutshell, that is exactly what what an election is. Karen's literally nailed it on the head.
Using democracy and the X Factor.
Yeah.
Ben, stay with us. Don't go wandering off with any large groups. You don't even know what a Tamil is, let alone what they're demonstrating against. Janie and Tangerine. They were nicer than the Hare Krishnas.
Well, I don't want to see you disappearing around corners shouting death to someone.
It's unfair that we don't get to vote.
But you've got to have people over 18 voting because they know about the world, you see, in a way that
Younger
you...
people
Not all of them.
know who are good. And older people would think, oh, well, I'm not quite sure. Like, Grandad would think that the ugly people are good singers.
But you're
and
talking about X Factor again.
old people's brains are all shriveled and not so good. But the younger people have more big, juicy, intelligent brains.
Not necessarily.
And it's
Well, if you're so
unfair that we
clever, what
don't-
would you vote for as Prime Minister?
Simon Cowell.
Young, juicy brains.
Hey, Ben, there's a couple!
Hey, I told you to stop that chav spotting game.
We're not, now we're spotting lesbians. What?
You can't do that.
Nothing wrong with it. No, you're being lesbianist. Lesbian. You shouldn't be prejudiced against black people, thin people, men who turned into women, women who turned into men, gay people, ginger people, people who come from Liverpool.
I'm not. I'm just simply saying don't shout lesbian at them in the street.
Anyway, Steph's mum's a lesbian, and she's really nice.
I mean, what would you say is worse for Karen? Like when there was in the airport in Spain, she shouted Muslim, or this one where she shouts lesbian? I think I have a pretty good idea in my head.
No, Karen, no. She's Lebanese. She's from the Lebanon.
Ah.
Still, if she
God,
was...
Jake is really taking lumps out of me today.
Don't let it get to you. It's part of growing up, challenging his dad. It's like Big Cat Diary when the young male takes on the patriarch and kicks him out of the pride. Not that you're going to get...
Well, he might do.
I need a wee.
Anybody else? Me, Patsy, I go first.
You really don't need any money. Today's my treat. Please.
Well, that's very
In you
kind,
go.
but I'm all out of cash.
Well, that's fine, because you don't need any.
Ben, not so close. Ben,
Why?
it's people at cash points don't want other people knowing their PIN numbers.
But I can still see it from back here.
Ben,
But I'm not a rubber, so it's okay.
all right.
I'm not going to tell anyone that her number's 4567.
Ben! Sorry. He
Change your
has
pin, love.
exceptional eyesight.
Petey, all day long is my treat.
Well, Tomorrow follows today.
Well, what's it matter if I know a number?
Because only the person with the card is allowed to know the number.
But I know your number's 3937.
God's sake, Ben, this is ridiculous.
Calm down. Embarrassing us.
I'm embarrassing you. Do you know, I am sick and tired of being embarrassed in public places by you lot.
Oh!
Do you mind?
You won't you look?
Let's just go to HMS Belfast, shall we?
There. I brought up Google Earth on my mobile and I can use GPS to plot our route.
Oh, that'll cost you about
Just use
50
our
quid.
eyes and look for a bloody great ship in the middle of the river.
Dad, I'm going to blow up that big building over there.
Well, lots of bankers work there, so no one will mind. Hang on, are you allowed up there?
No.
No, I don't think I am.
Well, get down then, come on.
What does HMS Belfast have to do with World War II?
Well, we're fought in the
It's a
war.
large fighting ship of World War II, which has been turned into a museum about World War II.
So it's all about World War II.
Well,
Yes.
virtually all, yeah.
Well, which bits aren't?
Well, there's just a tiny bit about what happened to the ship after the end of the war.
I don't want to see that.
Okay, fine.
Because I want to win the prize on Best Project on World War II.
Well, what is the prize?
It's a trip on HMS Belfast.
Mum!
Mum, I need a win. Now!
Chuck her in the sea. In
Come
the river,
down
that'll
off
do.
that mast!
This is a disabled toilet. It's illegal to go in a disabled
No, it's not illegal. The rules say that you can't use the disabled loos unless you're desperate, because desperation is a temporary form of disability. So in you come.
Okay.
If you want to find out about what happened in world wars and stuff, just ask the people who were there.
Well, we tried that with Grandad in the Korean War. Karen's class probably won't want to hear about the fight in the brothel in Seoul.
Who did we fight in the Korean War?
Get down! We were fighting the North Koreans and the Chinese. Although Grandad spent most of his time fighting Americans.
And the bloody Navy.
Yes, and the bloody Navy.
And that big prosy who spat in his rum.
I knew I shouldn't have left you alone with him. Don't touch that!
Where's Gran? Is she avoiding us? Someone's waiting, Mummy.
Karen, do not open the door.
Young man,
Yeah?
can I show you something? Do that hard. That hurts, doesn't it?
No.
Well, it would do if you banged your head.
No, I tried it with my head earlier. That didn't hurt either.
Right. Well, just be careful. We don't want anyone getting hurt here, do we?
It's a warship. It sank the Scharnhorst.
Well, all I'm saying is that getting hurt isn't cool.
According to Bennett, it is.
You don't have kids, do you?
Yeah, all right. Can't you see it's engaged? All right. Mummy, why are you limping?
Karen.
But why are you limping?
Die, Nazi scum, die! Send those Germans to hell!
Okay, Ben, come on, out you come. Come on, now.
And sink that crowd submarine.
Was hat denn der gesagt?
Oh, I was literally just thinking, what if they turned out to be German?
Volksbeleidigung, ne? Oh, no.
All ahead full, number one. All ahead full, all ahead full. Torpedo on the starboard bow, sir. Torpedo on the starboard bow. Hard to port, hard to port.
Oh, please say someone's going to walk
we've
in.
been hit.
Please say someone's going to be watching him.
What's the damage, Smudger? I'm afraid she's going down. Mayday! Mayday! Abandoned ship! Abandoned ship!
You can't talk your way out of that. Yeah, don't even try.
Ben, Mum said you have to come downstairs.
But it was him!
Ben, Barack Obama does not drive a number 42 bus.
He's the leader of the free world. He can do what he wants.
How am I supposed to win the prize for this project on World War II if you won't take me to Dunkirk?
Oh, for he's in Belgium.
Look, sweetheart.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
Winning
France.
isn't everything. No one can win all the time.
Well, I can. I can smell success in my sweat.
Karen, I've told you, The Apprentice is not a suitable show for a 7-year-old.
What's Ben up to?
I think it's a suitable thing for an 80-year-old.
Don't you?
So I'm not sure that doing or dying is entirely necessary in a 7-year-old.
Yes.
Are you and Gran going to argue?
Of course not, darling. When have we ever done that?
Well, when Gran said you should get a job at the private sector.
Look, can you just...
What is the private sector?
Karen, can you...
Ben, Mum says come downstairs.
Thank you for the offer. It is very kind. But we just don't need your money. They're doing fine at school. We just want them to be happy.
I want them to be happy, of course I do. But are average people happy?
Is this about me?
Everything isn't about you,
I
Peter.
very nearly made head of history last year.
Well, that's terrific. Who did?
Look, Mum, we just don't...
You said you were
Someone who's willing to push the numbers.
No one is having an argument.
We're having an argument.
No, we're not.
But if I think we're having an argument and you think that we're not, that's arguing.
You see? Very bright.
But I'm telling you, it was really him.
Ben, Andrew Lloyd Webber would not be going through a litter bin.
How do you know? Maybe he wrote a song and then chucked it away by accident.
Maybe.
Ben, don't wander off.
You may be faster than me over a short distance, but you can't keep it up.
Yes, I can. I can sprint for way longer than you.
No, you can't.
Big Cat Diary.
Right, Karen, come
What?
on, everyone.
Big Cat
Let's get
Diary?
going before rush hour. Ben and commuters don't mix.
Joe.
Oh, for God.
Sue, trouble brewing.
Oh, well, if he wants to give him his money, then that's up to him.
I think he's trying to buy his dog.
Oh, no. No, Ben!
Oh, God. Ow! Daddy just knocked over that woman.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, and I've said it again and again, is don't run off like that.
But you shouldn't have been rude about my project.
Yes, well...
You said, I hope she comes last with her bloody project.
Well...
That's what you said.
Yes.
Okay, here's one for you. You're adrift in a lifeboat with Grandad, Simon Cowell, Gordon Ramsay, and David Tennant.
Right.
Yeah.
Which one would you eat first?
Eat first.
Simon Cowell.
Stranded and you can't get out. You're in a big sea which has electrified water.
You shouted.
Look, I'm sorry I shouted, but you shouldn't have run away like that. You gave us a terrible fright.
We couldn't find you.
Well, that's because I was hiding.
Yes. But it's not kind.
But I'm only 7 and I'm still learning. But you should have learned to keep your temper by now because you're whatever age you are.
Then who are you going to eat?
No options.
No, apart from death.
Gordon Ramsay?
And how would you kill him? Would you, like, electrify him?
What, in the sea?
Yeah, you could go bzzz.
Look, the important thing is you must never run away.
And you must never shout at me.
Fair trade.
Okay, look, well, how about this? I will do my best not to shout at you.
And I'll do my best not to run away.
Yep.
Good.
That's... No, hang on. Karen.
Which bit of Gordon Ramsay would you eat first?
The fattest bit?
I'd eat his nose because it's really, really big and it lasts you for about a week. So
We're dining off Gordon Ramsay's nose.
So you're stranded in a lifeboat, you can't get out, you decided to kill Gordon Ramsay, chop off his nose, grill it in electrified water, then eat it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one time I had this battle in a storm, yeah, and it sank this German ship. And this German ship, like, had a crew of 1,000 men or something. But still, all but 30 of them... Like,
So history's boring, is it, Jake?
Yeah, but it was crap.
Yeah, funny that.
A really crap historical day out. What? What?
Pete.
Sorry about that.
I know we said no to your mum's money, but I've been thinking, maybe we should get them a bit of tuition. Maybe we should be pushing them a bit more.
Karen doesn't need pushing. She needs restraining.
And so does Ben.
Leg irons.
I mean, obviously we don't want to be pushy parents. We don't want to be unpushy parents. Maybe we could be parents who just push their children uphill.
All of life's uphill, isn't it?
How's your hamstring?
That's fine. Do you know something happened to it right at the end there, just when Jake...
Streaked past you.
Yep.
Pete, you are going to have a talk to your mum about the whole dead marriage thing, aren't you?
What would you achieve? I mean, I can't mend marriages. I'm not Trisha.
We don't have to achieve anything. You just have to be sympathetic.
Ben's on the loo, but he's run out of paper.
All right, I'll get him some. You two can just sit down and have a nice chat.
It's fine, I know where it is.
No, I'd rather
But
go.
I'm very happy to do it.
Sandra, I'll go. You two just sit down and have a nice natter.
Over a cup of tea and biscuits. It's the British way.
So, how's Dad?
Fine.
How are you and
Fine. Fine.
Mum? Cup of tea?
Peter, I'd really like you to take this money and spend it on anything, a holiday or something. I know you're a bit short.
But it's not like you've got loads of money.
Take it, please, as a favour to me. It's important.
Mum, is something up?
Everything's fine. And it'll be even better if you take the money.
Something is up, isn't it?
Something's
The
definitely up.
paper's too girly, so we'll have to have kitchen paper.
I'll take it.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So we have an introduction to Pete's mum, who I'm guessing we're going to see at least a couple more times. It's interesting because they haven't gone with the usual stereotype of, child-in-law and parent-in-law having just bickering arguments, which is often the way, take Benidorm as an example, things like Madge and Mick, or Eddie Dawson and Sharon, or Billy and Loretta, Yeah. Sue definitely gets on better with her, I think, than I probably would have expected had you told me that they were just introducing, a mother-in-law. At the same time, Pete doesn't have, clearly... I was about to say he doesn't have the best relationship. I don't think that's true. I think he has the kind of relationship probably that a lot of people have, that you get to a certain point in your life and you just stop talking in the way that you did when it was, when you were young, because there's always going to be that natural changeover point where the child becomes an adult and self-sufficient and does everything that they need to do, and the parents, in some cases, just become the grandparents and they're there to support in whatever way it needs to be. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic seeing what she is. There's definitely something up. I can't put my finger on what it would be yet. There's definitely something up. As for the kids, Karen has not changed. Ben has not changed. Jake is probably the one who's changed the most at this stage. He's definitely going into his surly teenage years, so he's get a bit grumpy, a bit more snappy, a bit more closed off kind of thing. He's whatever my parents think is absolutely atrocious and rubbish, and I would not be seen dead watching what they do, or doing what they do, or thinking what they do. And I remember that. I remember it was about 2003, 2004. You look at me now. I'm big on my musicals. I love a musical. I love performing in musicals. I love watching musicals. But I remember my mum, I think she rented I think it was Chicago and Moulin Rouge. Obviously, the both ones from 2001, so it was a couple of years after that. And I remember walking into the living room, my mum was watching them, and I was just like, what the hell is this? Oh my God, you're watching people singing and dancing? That is so gay. That is so awful. Why would you want to waste your time watching stuff like that? You know, in the stupid way that you do when you're young, you just don't appreciate anything that your parents watch. I mean, I remember my mum watching, I think it's The Green Mile, and she watches that, and I always knew that when my mum was watching The Green Mile, because literally the doors to the living room would be closed. You try and go, and she's like, "Don't come in." Always knew it. And so when I finally got around to watching The Green Mile for the first time, I was like, this is a bit of a boring movie. And then I got to the end, I was like, okay, I kind of now see why my mother got a bit upset at this movie. But yeah, Jake is definitely in that phase. But yeah, Ben and Karen, bloody hell. Ben and Karen have not changed. And they haven't changed, or at least they don't seem to have changed that much physically either. Because some people are saying, like, as the series go on, you like see a drastic, noticeable change to them as they get older, because you're kind of seeing them, grow exponentially. I think it's only been about a year, so at this stage, not too much of a change. In the same way it is kind of with my nephew. I mean, I think probably from the ages about 3 to, well, nearly 5 in my nephew's case, other than him getting a bit bigger, that's really it. That's all he's about to change. But in September, he's going to school for the first time. And that, in theory, may mean I see a different change in him. He may think a different way and whatever. So I'm going to be watching these next couple of years with Logan very carefully. And especially comparing him to Karen, who at this stage is the closest in age to what my nephew is. And just see what happens there. But that is episode 1 of series 3. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, head on over to Patreon if you want to see more episodes really early. In theory, hopefully, fingers crossed, all 6 episodes are going to be out by the time this episode's out on YouTube, but it may be in the next day or 2 after that, depending on how much time I have to get all the videos edited, essentially. But yeah, subscribe if you're new, drop your comments below, subscribe, all the usual bits and bobs. But until next time, my name's Kevin. I'm a geek. You've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.